Oh, sorry. I spent the 4 years of college learning how to do all of the things. I majored in marketing and communications, I had internships, I had work experience, I was an adult. I was ready to take on the world. I got my first job in business development, which turns out is a combination of sales and networking, two things I didn't know about. Sales was that thing, you know, like where you meet people, you call them on the phone, you tell them they're pretty, well, not that they're pretty, but that their business model's rad and your business model's rad, so your model should like rad together. Then came networking. Now this I'd never done before, so I turned to my boss, who at the time was the most adulty adult I knew, and said, hey, like, how do you network? And he turned to me and said, well, Mia, it's like dating. So I stared at him and was like, okay, sure, and I Googled it. I Googled it only to learn that Google said the same exact thing. You go to an event, you find a target. If you're a lady talking to a man, compliment his tie. Okay. I still had no idea what this meant. And I'm thinking about it, it really sucked. So really, the question then became, what on earth is dating? I don't know how many millennials are out there right now, but our idea of dating, for the most part, is swiping through some apps. You go to the bathroom, like at least a couple times a day, you know you're looking for love on the pot. You're looking for really important attributes, right? Like they need to photograph well, they need to do cool things, they need to go to cool places, they better shop at the farmer's market. I want a guy who has a family photo because I want to know he calls his mom on the weekends. But more so than that, I want a profile that's curated and crafted with this special message. Hey girl, I can build your IKEA furniture. I don't know why every man in San Diego wants to build a dresser with me, but like I'll take it. Anyway, now we're on to making some plans. We're probably gonna grab drinks, and then we'll hang out, and then we'll grab more drinks, and then we'll hang out, and we'll grab more drinks, and then we'll hang out, and we'll be a thing. I don't really know what a thing is either yet, but what I do know is you don't know when it starts and you don't know when it ends, so your solution to that problem is straight ghosting. That's when you just disappear. You don't call them, you don't text them. You're just like, oh, well, I'm dead. But the point is, it's a little insensitive. It's like not super nice, and it's extremely passive. But as a generation brought up with social media, I've been taught that I can create the best and possible version of myself and post it to the internet. I can be whoever I want to be, however I want to be, and it doesn't really matter how I follow through on that. I can craft and curate. But what happens when this surface level attraction translates and affects every level of life? Enter dating. Dating has turned into this passive sort of hanging out period of your life, where instead of diving deep, all you do is go from pseudo-relationship commitment to other pseudo-relationship, other commitment. Because why would you dive in when you can just go from commitment to commitment, when you can just go from one commitment that doesn't work out to the next swipe that'll work out instantly? We've turned dating into a numbers game. We've taken all the feelings out of it. If I can rack up the likes on Instagram, why can't I rack up matches? If contender 1 can't get coffee on Tuesday, I know 2, 3, and 4 can. I mean, coffee waits for no one. The time and effort put into relationships is so minimal because we're so used to instant gratification, where if one thing doesn't work out, you're on to the next one. Can you really get to know a person in 140 characters and 6 photos? What if that goofy guy is really nice, but you know, you're swiping for IKEA guy, you have furniture. Call me crazy, this is not how business works. Client relationships take time and commitment. You have to dive deep. Some clients are gonna be super easy. You're gonna love them, they're gonna be your best friends. Others are gonna drive you nuts. You're gonna wanna throw your phone out. But you know what? When things aren't easy with a client, you can't just ghost them. When you join a team, you can't just opt out because you know that team over there is like having a lot more fun and is way easier to make plans with. That's not the way things work. Relationships take time, or they should if we were approaching our business relationships and our personal relationships the same way. So the question begs to be answered. What happens if we as a generation have opted in to setting surface level and superficial relationships in our personal lives? Is that what we're going to be willing to accept at every level of society? Thanks, dudes.